All right. So, in order to find the contact that you have been directed to by Duncan, Stub Toe Duncan, you have had to go digging around for a bit. It would seem that the contact you're after, best described as a man in a man in a dark hood, and
In a dark corner. In a dark
who likes dark corners, is either too common or too generic, and it'll take you a while. He seems to like moving around, but you will find him. All right.
All
Now,
right.
as you approach the saloon, Sam, Matthias, you both see that there is this it's like it's been raining. That spackled wetness on the wooden floorboards, right? But it ain't been raining no more. Not for a while.
They been here, and I'll nudge Sam.
I see it.
Yeah. That's gonna be a problem. Hopefully they ain't got to the guy we're looking for.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it, Finn. Don't worry. I got you covered.
We have it under control.
Yeah.
Somehow that doesn't make me feel any better.
So as
I'll keep my hand on my pistol while I'm walking through.
all right, now as y'all head inside, it is real late for a saloon like this to be open. Probably shouldn't be, but bartender behind the bar is cleaning out a glass, right? And everything in here is wet. Except, Finn, you don't see that. All right. You do feel very aware that you've got that cross around your neck, though, right now, Finn. Right? You feel you are taking comfort in the protection of God. In this moment, you are aware that the Lord is looking after you. Now, Matthias and Sam, this place has just recently been mopped, maybe, but you don't see no mop, no bucket. There's not too many folk here. They all seem to have their back turned to you in big, wide-brimmed hats. You can't see nobody's faces. But you don't think much of it as you sit down, because as you step in and you look around, there he is, in the dark corner. Big hood, dark, lonely, drinking a drink out of a big mug. Can't see his face neither, with the shadows. So knock my hat off my head. There's big shadows over his face. And so the posse will head over in that direction, I assume.
Yeah, I'll walk right on over.
All right. I'm going to need one moment to prepare for this.
Oh, shit.
Me too.
I think I know what's going to happen.
I am waiting with bated breath for this.
I'm not sure I am. You are excited, Sarah.
I am excited. I love role-playing games. Can I just say? Character.
I do too.
Oh, he even left the room.
Oh my god.
What is happening? I thought I knew what was happening, but now I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Somebody save us, please.
One crit to Sam, one crit to Marshall. A crit for each of the players' next rolls.
Thank you. Holy.
Oh no.
Now, where was I?
We were just going to the corner.
Now,
Next time, Gadget.
as y'all sit down, can I be understood? Are my tentacles muffling my voice too much?
No.
No,
No,
you're
we can hear you
understood.
just fine.
All right. Now, as y'all sit down, right, and you and you clear your throats, right? He's gonna look up at you. Both Sam and Matthias will be very aware of this face. Now, Finn, that necklace you're wearing feels real heavy-like in this moment. What are Matthias and Sam's reactions to seeing this face?
I shoot him right in the face.
Hold on.
That's what I would try to do. That is what
Right.
Sam would try to do. Because not only is she not feeling a little right in the head, but she is terrified of anything to do with the devil, with anything.
I will
with church and all that. So
I will actually roll a guts check before I answer that question.
I would like both of you to roll me a guts check. Matter of fact, we'll call it TN9. Guts, for those of you who are paying attention, is the anti-fear roll. Matthias, I do not see.
I roll a 10.
Matthias, what was your highest roll?
7. Oh wait, hold on. Guts.
Add your grit. You get +1 grit.
Oh.
Is this a botch?
Thanks to Tice, who has recent. Oh wait, hold on. Tice came after Yumi. Why is Tice next on the list?
Hold on. No, if the mods
Zang
put
Mac-
Tice next on the list, you follow that list. That is not your business. You just take off the top row.
Zangmak bought a crit for our next rolls. For all of us.
Whatever the mod said is your next roll is your next roll. Do remember that we did change up how those rolls are ordered in order to get more people what they're after.
I crit then.
All right.
I crit thanks to Assassinico. Much appreciated.
And Matthias, what is are you botching or critting?
I'm double checking because I think Sang said they're supposed to be on these dice. But
Matthias, I'm
all
thinking
right.
that Zang got you a crit.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so you will
then
both
yes.
critically succeed on this check. Now, here is what will happen as a result of those crits. All right, and that is both thanks to Zang. All right.
Thank you very much, Sang.
He will look up, right? He will look up, and you will see the green tentacles kind of underneath the hood, and you immediately understand why he has been moving from place to place and why he's been wearing this hood, because with a face like this, he was a bit recognizable. Now, Sam, you take a step back, and your hand immediately goes for your guns, right? And he will raise a hand, like he'll raise his hands up just a little bit off the table, and put them on the table.
I'll
He's got
put my
human
hand
hands,
out.
right? This is not normal. This ain't good. This ain't right. This ain't right. But he's clearly looking for a conversation and not a fight.
I'll put my hand out to stay Sam's gun. I'll say, let's just hear him out. Let's hear him out.
He's a fish.
That ain't a fish. He ain't one of them.
His face is normal for me, right?
Yes. Your necklace
What
is
is it?
feeling real heavy like, though.
What does he look like to me? Like, other than
He looks
normalcy?
like your average, rough and tumble hombre. He's wearing a hood instead of a hat. He's got a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow going on. Sweaty, unwashed, smells a little funny.
Matthias, I believe you. The information that we need to speak to this person.
So do I. I believe that too. That's why I stayed Sam's hand. I'll sit back down in the chair. I'll say, so what you got?
I've got a job. Only the ballsy need apply. Finn, he sounds normal to you.
You might want to get something for the throat there. It sounds a little rough.
He sounds fine to me. Anyway, what kind of job is it?
Acquisitions.
Yeah, I heard that. What
Incorporated.
of? Acquiring what exactly?
There is a technological device. It was
Oh,
due
shit.
to arrive in Dodge last week. I require its presence.
What device?
I'm suddenly interested.
I do not know the details.
Alright, where can we find it?
Somewhere on the line between Tombstone and here. The train never arrived. The last three mercenaries did not return.
No, because you sent them to a train. Those things are cursed.
I would not
damn
know.
I would actually recommend you travel by train. Nobody gonna see that. You'll be fine. Nobody will notice. You'll go.
You
go
got
with
a
the
name
train.
there, hombre?
Yes.
Well, he ain't gonna give it.
What is it?
Forgive me if I hesitate to identify myself in the presence of a U.S. Marshal.
This U.S. Marshal is about to go retrieve a technological device of some uncertain origin and still yet uncertain destination. So perhaps we can come to an understanding.
If Duncan has sent you, then I suspect you are already being paid in full for your services.
You know, I'll turn to Sam. I have met nothing but shrewd negotiators today. It is the craziest thing. I just can't get a bargain to save my life. I'll turn back to the fish man, and I will say, well, can't really argue that point, and don't really blame you. As I said, I would go with the trains. You'll fit right in.
Hey, Matthias, is your cross getting really heavy for you?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing.
And he will stand up and leave without a word.
What just fell out?
And not just because, holy fuck, a sweater under these lights is a bad idea.
Does my cross get lighter as you leave?
You can't really tell.
I will lean over to Finn, and I will hold my hand up, and I will smack him upside the back of the head. I know you're new to this, but if God is sending you a warning, you keep that to yourself. Don't go splurting that everywhere. The devils will hear you. Don't be silly. You are under God's protection. Don't let them know that. You are safe from them.
Did you just imply that he was under God's witness protection?
No. Now you gone and spooked him.
I don't think he could be spooked.
You don't. All right. Devil, God. God fears the devil, and devil fears the God because they are polar opposites. They do not like one another. Now, not actually God and the devil, but I mean those who serve them are polar opposites, and so they are afraid of one another. If there is one thing that the devils fear, it is God.
Well, I guess it's just time to go look for this train.
Yeah. Now, you'll probably know somewhere we can get some good horses, right? You are the Pony Express man.
Well, my own personal horse is right outside the place I'm staying at. Um,
Mine is not.
for horses for you? What is that accent? For horses for you, too, I guess we'll head over to the stables.
All right. Now, stables are closed right now, so you're gonna have to wait till the next day. Which is-
As he...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna, I'm actually gonna be, like, hanging back with Sam for a moment.
All right.
And I'll let Finn go up ahead, and I will turn to her and I will say, "You didn't shoot me, and that means you ain't gonna burn me yet. So I'm gonna give you the heads up. That then did not agree with that cross, and that ain't no mumbo jumbo. There's real forces at work there."
I will think back to my brief moment I spent in the hunting grounds myself. And I'll nod. And I'll say, I don't know much about all this dealing and wispiness purple place that you go to or whatever it is. But I've seen you do things with your cards. I've seen you near take a man's head off with a shotgun. I've seen you also hate the fish. So I can respect that.
I'm just an ex-preacher who's found a more thorough way of doing God's work than God himself is willing to do.
Well, I'm not sure how much stock I place in God, but I sure place plenty in science. And I will snort some gunpowder.
Did I just hear you snort gunpowder?
Shut up, you ain't part of this!
If there are any girls there, I wanna do them. All right. So, the next day you will head up to the stables, Finn, and you will pick up a round of horses.
Yep. My horse is at the inn that we're at.
Mm-hmm. For the Pony Express, since they get, the Pony Express pays for your travel expenses. You don't have to pay for that out of pocket. So you will just walk to say Pony Express, 3 horses. They will give you how many horses? 2 horses, right? And you will get 2 good, solid horses. Some of the best they got.
Before we leave town, I'm gonna go to a munitions vendor of some kind.
I do believe, how much was it, Finn, that I said you could get for those bullets?
Um,
Wasn't it? It was $35 in total. It was $25, so it was $10 of bullets. So, Matthias, you'll get $9.99 for those bullets.
All right. I just don't want to be carrying around a big old duster full of bullets no more.
All right, so you will pack up and get ready to head out and start following the train tracks that are supposed to take you from Dodge to Tombstone. It's not too far out from the city itself that you will happen upon that moment where you start to doubt that this might be the best course of action. As you are heading in, it's just that flicker of doubt in the back of your mind that perhaps this ain't worth it. But you ain't exactly sure why. You just don't seem comfortable no more. Dodge City is brightly lit. There are people. There's safety in numbers. You can see. Far as you can look. There's guns. It's safe. It's a city. But out here in the wilds of the Weird West, rumors run around, especially if you're going to believe the nonsense published in the Tombstone Epitaph, that newspaper that people have started calling the, what's the word for it? The tabloids? Whatever that weird word means. But it started to mean something in that you either believe it and you're one of the crazies, or you don't. Because you're a scientifically minded, upstanding, smart individual. However, with recent experiences that you've had, Sam, maybe the Tombstone Epitaph isn't necessarily as bullshit as people claim. And that's the thought running through your mind as you step into this, as you ride through this forest. And the more you come to this revelation, the more you are much less interested in continuing this journey. The forest is dark. Even though it's daylight, the foliage up above you is too thick. Little too thick. The trees seem to be just a little too dark, even for these shadows. The roots at the base of each trunk kind of spread out across the ground like an infection. The leaves crunch beneath you, dry and brittle. Not just dry leaves, but leaf corpses. Echoing off the trees around you is some kind of alarm, letting the whole forest know you and your horses are coming, and there's no way you can do it quiet. So if something is out there, the infamous hanging judges, wraiths of those nasty sons of bitches they're named after, folks just looking for an excuse to hang everybody they can that haunt along the trails in Texas. Or, maybe even worse, the Walking Dead. The possibilities running through the back of your mind, Sam, are endless right now, because there is a great number of horrors that float around on the lips of the uninformed and the uneducated, and maybe your education doesn't answer all the questions yet. Matthias.
Yeah.
You have been in places blessed by God. This ain't one of them.
Yep.
Those trees look at you with sinister eyes and grins from ear to ear. That's probably not real. You hope. Finn! Hey, it's a little dark out for noon, ain't it? Oh. You follow the tracks deeper and deeper into the woods until finally the horses just stop. You look down. Giddy up! Nothing. Horse neighs, bucks. Can I get a riding check from both of y'all?
I'm a crit because of Zang.
All right.
I'm going to get off the moment that horse stops. I'm going to just get off.
All right, I want you to give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I think I botch. Yep, I botch.
Oh, Lord. You botch. Would you be so kind as to tell me what a 23 is on the hit chart?
That would be my noggin, because 20 is the noggin. So 23 is the noggin.
All right, so you are going to be taking, you are size 5, right? Or size 6?
6, we have this conversation right.
You're going to be taking 2 wounds to the noggin here.
I'm a white chip those right now.
All right, so you spend white chips on those wounds there. So and Sam,
I crit.
you critically
missed
succeed.
the word that what check we're making.
This is a riding check.
This
is a riding check.
A riding check. Oh yeah, I crit.
Why do you crit again?
Thank you to Zane for that
Damn,
crit.
he is just sucking your
And-
dick.
And it was Tice that is currently working for RoboVin today.
All right, so, Matthias, you get off the moment your horse stops, right? And you notice just the slight wisp of smoke coming out of the corner of your horse's eye. And you're just distracted enough by that when your horse starts to freak out and starts to neigh and kick and buck, you catch a horse hoof right in the dome. It'll knock you 5-10 feet, a whole 2, almost 3 yards across the forest floor, and you will hit the ground with a crunch on the leaves. You skid to a stop. Sam, your horse just stops. The hell? You give it a good thump with your foot. And then all of a sudden the horse starts freaking out. And you manage to stand up in the stirrups, right, as this horse starts bucking and freaking and neighing and whinnying. And you jump out, and you will manage to catch with your arm one of these trees as you are thrown from this horse. And you will spin around that tree and land in a really cool looking pose, because that's a crit.
I have done this in real life.
Your horse is going to bolt. Matthias, your horse is going to
Yeah.
bolt. Not
Yeah.
after kicking, not until after kicking you once or twice, though. Now, Sam, as that horse bolts away, your horse, because you critically succeeded, all right, your horse is going to leave an obvious trail of broken twigs and branches as it just barrels through the woods, so you might be able to find your horse later. Finn, your horse starts freaking out. But you know just the right
buddy.
sounds to make, just the right places to pat. You calm your horse down like a true masterful Pony Express rider. You were truly gifted and chosen for this role. Your horse will then calm down and you'll be able to dismount just fine.
I will walk up, rubbing my head, and I will look at them and I will say, "You'd be surprised how often animals are smarter than people. Well, time to be dumber than animals then, and I'll keep walking on ahead."
I'll walk beside the horse. Keep making sure that
Your horse, despite your best efforts and all of your skill and knowledge and empathy for this animal, that horse does not want to go forward. It will not proceed down these tracks. It will wait, and you can keep it collected and calm, but it is not going further.
Alright, something ahead is spooking the hell out of my
Yeah, it's probably gonna eat the horse. I'll bet you $1 that if it came with us, it would be eaten. And I've seen how you gamble.
I'm not gonna take that bet.
That's what I thought. Do you want your horse eaten? Leave it here and come on.
I'll be back for you, Sonny. And I'll tie the reins to a branch. Or yeah, that's a good boy.
Horses are smart, but they don't have guns, so at least we got those.
I'll lean into Sam and I'll slip her $1 and I'll say, "I'll bet you $1 that it gets eaten anyway."
I'll take that bet.
So as y'all start trudging along, following the tracks, the first sign of trouble is found. There's a lump in the tracks. Looks like something mighty big came at the tracks at the wrong angle and caused a dent. So the rails ain't straight.
Well, that's weird.
Smell just ain't good. And as you head further deeper in, following that's not. There it is. There's the first piece of a train car. One of them wheels just flat lying next to one of the trees with the trail like it rolled there. And you keep going, and finally you will uncover. As you part deeper into the woods, and the trees will move out of your way as you're getting closer, right? And you can't actually tell if them trees did move out of the way, or if that was just a shift in perspective as you were approaching things. And just up ahead, you can see the smoldering wreckage of a train cart. Actually, several. One of them labeled cargo. They're smoking. Looks like some sort of ghost rock malfunction. Or maybe they were just thrown off the tracks. Trains tend to move at a really rapid speed in the world of Deadlands, mind you, because ghost rock is 10 times more powerful than coal ever was. And this is not a unadvanced train. Top of the line safety procedures and mechanics went into the design of this machine, so something went horribly wrong.
I will pull out my shotgun and I will shoulder it and I will look to the others and I will say, trust me when I say it is best to take a shoot first and ask questions policy for now.
I take out my Winchester.
I see no harm in being prepared, and I'll take out my Gatling pistol.
All right. Now, as y'all move forward, cautiously investigating this cargo car, right?
Yep.
The first thing you notice is that there is a minimal number of crates and packages left behind. But you don't see many signs of looting. Looks like, the way the dirt is displaced and the way everything is just so arranged like it dropped here. You're not seeing any signs of, crates that used to be here that ain't. So, cargo car was thankfully mostly empty. And which of you would like to volunteer to climb up on top of the sideways car so you can pull the door open and see what's inside?
Well, there just ain't no one else who's going to do something this stupid, so I'll do it.
All right. Now, Sam, you're going to have to help and fire us up, right? So you got the strength in that steam-powered prosthetic mechanical cyber arm you got going on. It's your steampunk arm there.
Right.
So with a hiss of the ghost rock, since you are using your arm for a specific task, would you do me a favor and go ahead and roll me that. This is not an action, right? So this can't create botch, but this is your reliability check. At above 10, you are fine. Under 10, your arm will have a malfunction.
Reliability, yes.
Oh man, on the screen that looks like a 1.
It does look like
In
a
the
1.
chat that looks like a 19, you lucky son of a bitch. Whew.
Ooh.
Oh boy. So with the unholy sounding wail of ghost rock unleashing its will upon the world, Sam single-handedly will lift you up, Matthias, and you can jump up and hoist yourself up on top of this train cart. And you will grab the door, and you will yank, and it is stuck. It takes you 1, 2, 3, and there is that protesting scrape of metal on metal, and it's loud. It's like cosmic fingernails on a giant chalkboard. And then, that stench that has been, that funny smell coming from inside of that train there.
Is a dead body?
Are you looking?
Yes.
You lean in, and you see several dead bodies. Mangled. Not looking too healthy. They ain't been dead too long, though. That's not what's making that smell. And you look in and you see, in fact, the signs of devil work. This cargo car did not hold cargo. This cargo car held, well, you assume they were alive at one point, but there is a scraping of a giant pinnacle on what would be the floor of this cargo car. Right. Now, inside the car, you do see what appears to be some kind of technological device. Just off in the the darkest corner of the train car, just out, you almost didn't see it. But something was going on in this cargo car that nobody wanted anybody to know about, and you're starting to get the idea that maybe this train wreck wasn't precisely a natural occurrence.
Well, I'd kind of put that together by the track suddenly bending out of nowhere, because I've never seen a natural bending metal. But, does it look like maybe something was caged in here?
Difficult to say, but on second thought, you do kind of lean way down in that manner that only Matthias would think to do so. He's checking the inside of the door, but he's got to like go under it like this, and so he's like laying flat on his belly, right? And you're looking underneath, and your hat falls inside the car. Oh, damn it! That's your hat. No, what? Now your hat and the tech device. You know what? Follow through. You got to keep on time. There are scraping claw marks all on the inside of that door.
Could you two come up here to cover me in the inevitability that I am going to get attacked by the creature that was held in here? Animal. The animal that is held in here, please.
Not without knowing what you're seeing.
I'm going to ready my Winchester.
You ever seen what human stew looked like?
Yes.
All right, you'll be fine.
Me? No.
Close your eyes.
I'll climb up.
How can I shoot if my eyes are closed?
With great luck.
Sam is coming in, and she's gonna, with her steampunk arm, help herself up fairly effortlessly. The echo of your unholy ghost rock arm kind of bounces off the trees as if to signify, hey, I'm over here. But you will manage to climb up on top of that train car just fine.
Now, what is it you need help with?
Oh, just cover me. I'm going in.
All right.
I'm so glad.
I'll look around.
Do you have any idea how hard it was to get a blood-proofed duster? Like, I had to buy new ones every week before, and I will start climbing in.
I had one in the war.
What is that supposed? You were in a war?
We're all in a war. Some of us don't. Never mind.
So Matthias, you're gonna lower yourself into the cart, right?
Yep.
You hit the ground because, you know, the floor here of this new chamber is in fact the other side of the train car, because the car's on its side, and the door on the other side was open, right, but the floor is there, and as you hit the natural ground there, it is ice cold. Sends a shiver up your spine, and you look around. All these dead cowpokes. What were they all doing in the car anyways? This is cargo. You look up at the pinnacle. It seems to mock you with things you do not understand. You take comfort in the fact that you do not understand.
Well, either the animal got loose and killed these poor padres who were trying to keep it contained, or these padres were guarding it, or they were doing something else. And I'll look up at Sam like, how the fuck do I even... And then I'll go get my hat. I want my hat back.
All right, so you pick up your hat, and all that's left then is to grab that
Is there a cage in there?
I will look at the devil symbol. I will look at the open door. I will look at the devil symbol. Yeah, something like that.
I kind of want to see going up there.
I would heavily suggest that unless you can contain yourself around human stew, you avoid it. Did you eat a light lunch? I don't think you want to be thrown up here.
There was lunch?
Way. Breakfast, food. Did you have food?
Not today.
You'll be fine.
Damn it, I mean, I'll start going to the machine.
All right, so you'll reach the machine just fine. You'll pick it up. Where do you keep it? In your duster? It's about the size of, we'll say it's about the size of like a lightsaber handle, right? Except it's a little square, and it's got these little claw feet on one side, and it's got all kinds of cogs and wires, and you're definitely getting the sense that this is some advanced new science you are holding right now.
I will tuck it into my pocket where I can see it.
All right.
I don't trust it. But I need to keep it safe. Because the fish man told me to. And I'll start heading back so I can climb out.
All right. Now, Finn and Matthias, this is not an action I'm asking you to take. I just need to know which one of you is climbing faster. So would you both please roll your athletics, climbing, whatever skill is most appropriate to attempting to get out of the hole and up the side. Now, Sam, you have an option here. You can either help Matthias up or help Sam up. And by Sam, I mean Finn. Which would you like to assist?
I would highly recommend kicking Finn in the face.
I will help Finn up.
All right, so
Damn.
I would like Finn to take his highest die and explode it.
He already won. Like handily.
All right, so Finn, you start looking for a way up, and Sam will look over and she'll offer you a steampunk hand. And again, that loud wailing sound breaks out and echoes through the forest as she hoists you up. Matthias, you hear that, and you're like, oh, well, damn. And you will start hoisting yourself up. You had to try it a few times. Maybe your boot has to push up off the corpse of one of these cowpokes.
Well, if it didn't work, I was going to stack them up, so...
You'll manage to climb yourself up and out. You have the device. Now, Finn, as you look into the cart, I would like you to make a SCART check at TN9. Finn already knew what was happening. He was already looking at that macro. It was ready to go.
I pass at a 10.
You rolled a 10. All right, all right.
Oh, actually 11 because of my
Because
grit.
your guts, you will be fine. But oh man, he was not lying. That is some gruesome, gruesome stuff. You don't see no
I
cage.
don't see a cage.
It's an electron. It's like a new age cage that's in the floor. You can't see it from here. Just trust me, it's down here.
I looked to Sam for confirmation.
She can't see it either.
I've been looking around. I don't think I've even looked inside the hole. I
No,
came up here to cover him while he jumped in.
Yep, Sam did not look yet.
Oh, I had a botch.
I don't think. Oh yeah, it does.
Some bitch, did you just botch another SCART check, Finn?
That
Who do we
would
have
be
to thank for this glorious moment of the marshal getting to be sassy?
Assassin Neil.
Who's
Yeah,
this?
those were the 4 that got transferred from me.
Oh, Assassin Neko. Thank you, Assassin Neko, for this opportunity. So, Finn, I want you to roll me 4d6. I want you to add those numbers together. What'd you get?
12.
12. All right, that could be a lot worse. You are going to suffer -2 to all actions for the duration of the scene. All right, because as you look in, oh man, that is nasty. That is gruesome. What on earth? Man, that is either a frenzied wild animal or you can't think of nothing that might do something like that. Oh my, that. Oh, and you're gonna lose your next action to throwing up into the cart.
Why is it always carrots?
I'm climbing up and I will look and I will just be like, oh damn, and I will step out of the way as he hurls just past me. I warned you, you wouldn't listen. I warned you, you were gonna throw up. Maybe next time
At this,
it's soup, you'll listen.
I hear Finn hurling. I hear Matthias yelling at him for hurling. And I go, what is so bad that? And look inside the hole there.
Roll me a 10-9 SCART check.
I crit. Because Smog and Dragon.
Smog Dragon just saved you a whole lot of trouble. You see, you are a veteran of the so-called Civil War. And though that war rages on to this very day, you are no longer in the service, and during your time in the service, you saw men do horrible things to each other. War changes a man. Cost you your arm. Cost you your sense of compassion in some cases. This is just... You just ain't seen this in a while. You were hoping to never see this again, but... This is more of the same.
Well,
I'm stepping in human goo down here. Can I get some help?
I'll reach my hand down into the opening there and pull him up bodily with my steampunk arm.
And as you are helping Matthias up, you are standing on top of this sideways train cart, right? And it would appear that you have relied on your man-made technology one too many times for the forest to approve of you. Because out from around the trees, every single tree surrounding the cart in the middle of this clearing with the train tracks, step a small horde of forest animals. There's wolves spread out here and there. There's a grizzly. There's all kinds of furry critters and varmints, and they all step out in perfect unison. Matthias, Sam, and Finn. Well, maybe not so much Finn. Finn, you're pretty certain what little light is catching these critters' eyes through the forest ceiling is just hitting them just right so they reflect. That's what animals' eyes do, you know, right? They reflect light. Matthias and Sam, well, that ain't good. Those eyes, they're emitting the most unnatural light you have ever seen come from a critter's face. It reminds you a little bit of what you saw back in the laboratory underneath Salt Lake Sam's ranch. Perhaps you have stumbled upon the reason why ain't nobody that this anonymous employer sent came back. Nobody survived this. These animals are, one, displaying supernatural vision of some kind, and two, they are operating all under one sort of intelligent, coordinated direction that is not natural, and they seem to be paying all eyes on you at the center of their brutal and bloodthirsty ring, climbed up on top of the ruins of some kind of satanic ritual. It would appear you find yourself in a bit of a pickle. And to find out what happens next, y'all are going to have to tune in next week, Friday, 9 o'clock in the morning, EST, to find out what happens on Judas Steer. I'm EvilSqueegee. That's Sarah P. That's me. That's Serranus and Kajera. You can catch us on the Discord server at www.discord.me right after the show is done here. It's been a blast having y'all here. We got all kinds of bots and creatures lined up to kill each other with come next week.